Once again, the NBA has 5 games on Christmas Day, and I need to be honest before I make my predictions. I think the excitement and the hype is already lost. I think that these games have already been ruined before they even tip off. Mainly with, it feels like half the league being in health and safety protocols, including a lot of big names that were supposed to be playing these games. Kevin Durant, Trae Young, Luka, Giannis. Let's also not forget that Anthony Davis is hurt. So that's 5 stars right there that won't be playing on Christmas Day. And we always watch for the stars. We like to watch those big names. And now we're not going to, because they're all either injured or in the health and safety protocols. I mean, just look at how these storylines have already been ruined before they even begin. This first one right here, the Hawks and the Knicks. This was supposed to be Trae Young's return to the Garden after being spit on by a fan in Game 2 of the first round of the playoffs last year, as this was supposed to be that big moment. As the Knicks, they are the Detroit Lions of the NBA. They may be a bad franchise, they may not be that good of a team, but no matter how good or how bad they are, they're always going to play on Christmas Day. In fact, I believe 9 times out of 10, the Knicks will be hosting a game on Christmas Day because Madison Square Garden is the most iconic arena in all of the NBA. So basically, the Knicks bound to host a Christmas Day game. But the hype and storyline is ruined already in this game before it even begins. Celtics and the Bucks. Reigning NBA champions. Giannis in the health and safety protocols. Excitement ruined already. Warriors and the Suns. That is probably going to be the only good game of these 5. And I hope that this game is going to come down to the wire. Hopefully we get overtime in this game, as this perhaps could be a preview of the Western Conference Final. As the Suns, they went on a hot streak at one point in the year, went undefeated in November. Devin Booker missed a few games this month with a hamstring injury, but he recently returned to the Suns lineup. So at least we're going to see stars like Chris Paul and Steph Curry and Devin Booker in this game, and Draymond Green. So at least that game isn't completely ruined. Nets, Lakers. This was supposed to be Kevin Durant versus LeBron. Kevin Durant, James Harden versus LeBron and Anthony Davis. But Anthony Davis injured. Kevin Durant in the health and safety protocols. At least we're going to see LeBron play, which that's always exciting to watch. We're going to see James Harden play. But could this game potentially get canceled at the last minute? Because do the Nets even have enough players to play this game? As I think nearly half the Nets team is in this health and safety protocols right now. And the final game, the Mavericks and the Jazz. Luka in the health and safety protocols. That automatically takes out the excitement because we wanted to see Luka in this game. So a lot of the stars that were supposed to be in these games are not playing in it, whether they're injured or in the health and safety protocols. But I will ultimately go through my predictions for all 5 of these games. Starting with the first one, the Hawks and the Knicks. As mentioned already, the excitement and the hype already ruined. This was supposed to be Trae Young's return to the Garden, but he will not be playing in this game. So I'm going to go with the Hawks to win this game anyways. I think that, despite the circumstances, maybe this game will be competitive. I think the Hawks win by about 5 or 6 points. I think John Collins steps up in this game, and he leads the Hawks to victory. I think John Collins puts up a 30-piece in this matchup. I also think Mitchell Robinson will put up about 25 points in this one. So I'm going with the Hawks in this one. Moving on to Game 2 here, Celtics and the Bucks. And Giannis will not be in this game. with him being in the health and safety protocols. But Drew Holiday tends to step up. Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton, they usually step up when Giannis is not in action. As we saw Drew Holiday step up in Game 6, we saw Middleton step up too. We saw these two step up in Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Final last year when Giannis was out. And they were the difference in that game. And I think there will be a difference in this game as well. I think the Bucks win this one. And I think that this has potential to be close. Really, all these games, they have that potential to be close games. But a little bit of the excitement is taken out of it. So hopefully to make up for it, we get thrilling finishes here. But I'm going to go with the Bucks. And I think this game goes into overtime. I think the Bucks win by precisely 4 points in overtime. Game 3, Warriors and the Suns, as what I've already proclaimed as the best game of these 5, as perhaps this is a preview of the Western Conference Finals, as these two teams, they look like two of the best teams, if not the best two teams in the entire NBA. We're going to see Steph Curry and Draymond Green and Chris Paul, Devin Booker in this game, as he has come back recently, and Devin Booker hasn't skipped a beat. And I am going to go with the Warriors, however. I just think Steph Curry is going to put on a show in this game. I think he's going to show why he is deserving of league MVP. As I think Steph Curry goes off for about 40 points in this game, maybe even 45. So I think Steph is going to be a big difference in this game. And I think the Warriors, they win by 11 points. Nets and the Lakers, Kevin Durant not in this game, but James Harden is. No Anthony Davis for the Lakers, but LeBron is in this game as well. And nothing motivates LeBron like a Christmas Day game. As LeBron always likes to play on Christmas, he never tries to miss playing on Christmas. Mainly because he feels like he owes it to the fans to play every Christmas Day. And I think LeBron puts up a big performance as well. I think this showdown is really going to come down to James Harden versus LeBron. And I think LeBron is going to prevail in this one. I think the Lakers win by, I'm going to say 13. I know James Harden has the potential to carry a team, but that's going to be the huge question mark. Other than, will this game even be played? If this game gets played, I think the Lakers dominate this one and win by at least 11-13. But I could see the Lakers completely blowing out the Nets here. Mainly because who do they really have to play in this game? Who can really suit up for the Nets? So I got the Lakers in that one. And finally, the Mavericks and the Jazz. With Luka not playing in this one, I'm going to ultimately go with the Jazz. I really don't know why. Kind of just a flip of a coin here. I just feel like with Luka being absent, I just don't really know how, Porzingis, how is he going to step up for the Mavericks in this game? While the Jazz, they have underrated Donovan Mitchell. They have Rudy Gobert, who has been Defensive Player of the Year. So I'm going with the Jazz. So those are my NBA Christmas Day predictions. For review, I have the Hawks, the Bucks, the Warriors, the Lakers, and the Jazz. Put your predictions down below. Like, share, and subscribe. And have a great Christmas. Talk to you next time.